Man, the sword is like so cool. Like, the sword is like literally the best thing ever. Like, I can kill things with it, I can just break it, yeah. Yeah. I can just break it, yeah, whatever, maybe we'll get another one. Hello there everybody, and welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So, last time, we went through the ice cavern and got ourselves some blue fire which we can use to melt King Zora. But more importantly, we got ourselves iron boots. That'll make us so heavy that we can't walk, so heavy that we can't float. Exact description. So of course, while in the water, Link can't hold his breath forever, so he is going to have to, well, hold it for a certain amount of time. If he runs out of time, well, he'll drown. Like, actual, legitimate drown. I apologize for all those who are afraid of drowning, but if you have, like, a fear of drowning and it's this game that, like, kind of sort of breaks it, I'm so sorry. Like, you decided to play this game, so you have to accept the responsibility that comes with the game. Man. But anyway, sinking down to the abyss right there will yield you a piece of heart for all your troubles, I guess. And that's pretty much all we can do in Zora's Fountain for now. So, we must go back to the river. And, well, actually not to the river, but to the domain. So we can use that blue fire to melt the king. The king is, like, frozen, I guess. Alright, melt him. And now he's completely back to normal. Okay, hello? Hello? Sir? Okay, there we go. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. Yes, I know I should be concerned about our people being fucking frozen, but I can see that you definitely have a hard time breathing underwater, even though I've never seen you breathe underwater before in my life. Here, just take this blue shirt. It'll somehow give you the ability to breathe underwater, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. Ah, I see. Princess Ruto went to the water temple. And that's all you'll get out of him. That's all sorts of great information that you'll get out of him. Yep. This Zelda game is a classic, a masterpiece, a literary arts of literature everywhere. Alright, so for the other use of the blue fire is to melt the shop. Now, I don't think I've actually shown off this shop, and if I did already, I apologize, but right here's the Zora Shop where we can buy arrows for 90 rupees, so that's amazing. I don't think I even need a red potion, but okay. You can get fish for 200 rupees, I guess. I mean, even in the past, you could just get fish for free, just outside, and literally 300 rupees for that. Like, literally 300 rupees. Yeah, 300 rupees for a simple Zora tunic that you can get for free. In fact, you don't even need to actually fully complete, like, Ice Cavern in order to, well, thaw out King Zora, because all you really need is the blue fire. But still, you are going to need to complete the Ice Cavern fully at some point, at least. At some point. But anyway, what we really came here for is to not head to, you know, the water temple yet, because that place is hell. But we're here to show the prescription. So, eye drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the Lakeside Laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? Yes, I can. So we get the eyeball frog. This thing has like huge eyeballs, and you have to deliver them fresh before they spoil in 3 minutes. But don't worry, you can make it in like 2 minutes tops. And fortunately, you have that waterfall to like break your fall, I guess. Like the impact of the waterfall just somehow prevents your fall, I guess. I don't know how like waterfalls work in the universe, but yeah. Anyway, in Zora's River, now that you are tall enough, you no longer need to swim, which is kind of good, I guess, but at the same time, you kind of need that river to carry you all the way through to the end, I guess. So this is basically what Zora's River looks like in the future. Nothing really has changed a lot. Those choir frogs are gone, by the way, so you can only do that certain heart piece in the past, not really in the future. So, yeah. There's no need to do all that. Anywho, now, since we have to huff it all the way through, remember, you can't use warps. Even if we use that new Serenade of Water song that we just got from Sheik, we can't necessarily use that because they will spoil immediately. So you are going to have to huff it all the way through to a location in a certain time limit. Or when a certain thing demands, hey, gamepad, stop. Yeah, like, the gamepad, like, before I get back to that, before I get to my rants on the gamepad while we're huffing over here, yeah, you can't remember, you can't use any warps. That's basically what I'm trying to say. No warps allowed, period. So yeah, my gamepad really likes to do this thing where it's like, where it like glitches out for like half a second, and then like it starts to go back, and then it like goes back to normal. Like, what the heck just happened? I don't know. Does that happen for any of those who out there who have a Wii U? Like, does that honestly happen? Like, I know they can't probably answer my question because like they're having a great time traveling over to MagFest. Yeah, it's like the day before MagFest when I'm recording this, so yeah. But yeah, does that happen? Does that happen often? Or like, because I'm very close to my Wii U right now. Like, I'm literally like about like 2 inches away maybe from, you know, the Wii U where I record and stuff. I always like to keep my Wii U very close to me. And apparently you have to show this guy the eyeball frog in a certain spot. But yeah, it's a weird thing to go through, but apparently that's how it is. So this guy I haven't seen an eyeball frog in like forever since Frozen took over the Zora's domain. Ahoy, hoy, 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 hoy. And he also laughs like that, which is really great. So such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. Eh? What? These are for making Bigoron's eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. And just like that, while he rubs his table, somehow he'll generate eye drops. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young, you can do it. Well, it would warp, but these world's finest eye drops would spoil immediately, so now comes the biggest challenge of all, trying to get to Death Mountain in 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 legitimate minutes to try to do that. And I spit all over my Wii U gamepad. I would clean it off, but that would just activate the Virtual Console menu, so yeah, I just spit again. What the heck? Apparently that's like a bit of a problem I have with me, is that sometimes I spit when I talk. I don't do it intentionally. I'm pretty sure like none of you who like unintentionally spit whenever you talk, it's like, I don't know, like maybe it could be intentional. Maybe if you like slur your S's a lot, or maybe have a heavy lisp or something, but I don't know. Like maybe that's just me or something like that. I don't know. So we have a long way to go to. And I want to say something, something that's been on my mind ever since, like, forever. Like, maybe ever since Katsucon, but Katsucon has been really weird. I didn't get a chance to, like, record my final thoughts on that. That's probably for the Katsucon video that I recently just put up. And this is, like, before MagFest, too. Like, today is February 17th, and I go to MagFest in like 2 days. So I might as well talk about this. What? I know you have to speak to me about Death Mountain, but no one cares. Just, no one cares. Just ripping Navi, am I right? Anyway, Katsu kind of like the whole thing with Katsukan being all strange and full of drunks was really weird because like I know I had a good time. Like I know the fact that that people like some attendees got like drunk in like trash rooms. That actually happened, by the way. That was like really weird. Like why would anyone do that? Like their dicks were doing that, and apparently like MagFest's Reddit had to remind you that they needed to be adults. It's like kind of sad when you think about it. It's like just because several people did this one thing that was really bad, that was really like that like trashy place, apparently it has to reinforce like all people to just like be all like, hey, don't be a dick, just don't be a dick, right? So that makes me like really worried for that because they have a nice, because the Gaylord Hotel is nice. Like I'm sure like all other people have said this at this point in time. Now that all the events there have passed. But don't be a dick. Like they work really hard. Like people at that hotel work really, really hard to just just keep the place all safe and responsible and running. And probably they don't want to enforce the rules because they would assume that you know the rules. But if you're gonna break the rules and be a dick, well, it's not gonna be fun for the rest of us, I mean, like, very obvious thing. I mean, like, it's a very obvious thing to talk about. But, geez. I know it's kind of sad, really, coming from me, but whatever. But basically put, don't be a dick, okay? Just don't be that one guy who is a dick and ruin the fun for everyone else, alright? Okay. So now we brought the eye drops in. This is also amazing, by the way. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. That's a copyrighted catchphrase. Now I can get back to my business. My work is not very consistent, but I'll give you this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait, just wait patiently. The Bigoron sword. You got a claim check for it. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. Yeah, I know, I can't wait. So, you have to wait 3 days. Fortunately, you have the Sun Song, so why would you even need to wait? So, I'll see you guys whenever I play the Sun Song about 6, 7 times, and then... yeah. I made this trade for claim check. Okay, here you go. That sword is my finest work. The Bigoron sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. So the giant's knife was entirely pointless, but the Bigoron sword is definitely not. So basically, now that you have the Bigoron sword, it basically works in the same way as the giant's knife did, in that you can't use your shield. You have to use both hands in order to wield this sword. But the good news about that is that it is twice as powerful as the Master Sword was. So that is amazing. So no matter how many times you slash at a wall, it won't break. And yeah, the Bigoron sword is definitely worth all that big fetching and questing that we did. So trust me, I've been doing side questing for a very, very good reason. I didn't specifically know why, but those of you who had played this game would know why I was trading in all those stuff. It's just that good. It's really good. But anyway, I do have one more I do have a couple more pieces of business to take care of before we end things off. So, starting off here, I'm going to be in the Dodongo's Cavern. Because, well, there is actually a gold Skulltula that we missed. Yeah, and you can only get it in the future. Yeah, they have like several heart pieces where it's only available in the future. Like, we've gotten all the gold Skulltulas in the Deku Tree. We gotten them all in Jabu Jabu's belly, but not here. So, where you need to go is a little bit simple, really. So, where you need to go is the first room that you entered that has all the little baby Dodongos here. Just basically kill them. And you see that Navi is flying all the way up to there. And you clearly saw right there that there's a gold Skulltula. So, play the Scarecrow song. And you will be able to hookshot your way all the way up to here. Again, still wish that you can use the targeting system on the Scarecrow, but whatever. Now we have every single gold Skulltula that's in the Dodongo's Cavern. Yay! So that's amazing. That's cool. It's good. But anyway, next piece of business, I want to travel back in time to 7 years, and I want to use the Bolero of Fire to go to the Death Mountain Crater. So I'll meet you guys there. I don't think I've shown off this shop yet, so I might as well do this while I'm here. Well, they sell the potion shops in the Castletown Market at the potion shop. And not only that, but they also sell a lot of various things in bottles. For example, they sell fish, of course, Pose. They also sell fairies for 50 rupees. And they sell blue fire for 300 rupees. Yay! I love expensive things that you'll probably never use in the future, ever. Because we're done with the blue fire, by the way. Yeah, we're done with that. We'll never see it again. Okay, so, yeah, going over to the Death Mountain Crater here, you'll need bugs and at least one magic bean. Because in the Death Mountain Crater, you have a patch of soil here. Yeah, out of all places to use a patch of soil on, to have a patch of soil here, they have it at freaking Death Mountain, out of all places. Or Death Mountain Crater, I should say. But either way, that will yield, of course, a gold Skulltula, so you can get that. And more importantly than that, you can grow yourself a magic bean over there. Now, of course, normally in the past, the Fire Temple entrance would remain closed here, but there's actually a little bit of a offshoot passage that's here. It's really nothing really too important. They just yield rupees. But I guess it's good for that regard, I guess. It is plenty of rupees, at least. But either way, going back to the Temple of Time, reversing the time flow, or pushing fast forward on the time flow so we can move forward here. Gonna head off, get the Master Sword, and then do the thing. Going back here in time. So now that we planted a magic bean, we can use the magic leaf to float here. And it'll float by this crater, or this little volcano thing, and it will yield yet another piece of heart that we can get. So, yeah, really moving along with these heart pieces here. And most importantly, the way to the temple is right through here. So, finally, after all this time, after all like 5 days, or like 6 days at least, we are finally going to head off to the Fire Temple after my massive side questing rounds. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going into the Fire Temple. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Link is sweaty. Only in fiery hot places.